5 Questions with LeRoy Butler. Now, here's Tom Silverstein.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to 5 Questions with LeRoy Butler. It's the playoffs. Playoffs? Playoffs? It's the playoffs.
Well, let me ask you this, though. I know you're supposed to ask me a question. But I wanna ask you. Both teams, you congratulate them for being in the playoffs, and I'll get into that in a minute. But is it still, I'm saying to the media, because I know y'all don't think like players.
Okay.
Is it still a big deal that you made the playoffs, or is it a bigger deal what the seeding is? What would the big deal be?
I think the big deal is that you win a playoff game. I don't think it matters what the seeding is. Yes. I don't think it matters. I think you get in, and then you get judged from there on.
Right. Okay.
Now, unless you're the Carolina Panthers, who squeaked in, but that was really important for them to get in.
It was.
It's really important because they're a franchise that's still building. If you're the Packers, you're expected to be in. I don't know that the Bears were expected to be in until mid-season when they started getting on a run. But the biggest thing is winning a game. You got to win a playoff game. Mm-hmm. And Matt LaFleur needs to win a playoff game. And that kind of leads us to how both teams, the Bears and the Packers, went into the final week. Bears played it out. They were still in the running for the number 2 seed.
Yep.
They would have blown it if it weren't for Washington rallying to beat Philadelphia.
And Philly pulled their guys, too.
Yeah, Philly pulled their guys.
Philly is like, I don't care what our seed is, to your point. We can beat anybody.
That's right. And being the 2 or 3 seed doesn't really, to me, it doesn't matter because you're going to get a home playoff game and you're going to get probably a second home playoff game. Okay. And if you have to play on the road, then you're going to play the number 1 seed more than likely. And if the number 1 seed leads, anyway.
But back in the 90s, that was bigger for us to get home games. Now it's just, you should be, it's a lot of parity. You can go anywhere.
Yeah, you should be able to win it anywhere. It's playoffs. I don't know. So what did you think about LaFleur's strategy to rest everybody?
I wanted guys to play. And the more I thought about it, he was right. Because I thought about when Watson got hurt, Jordan Love got hurt as well.
Yeah, people forget that Jordan Love banged his elbow. On a helmet.
And I just think that sometimes the opponent can make you make decisions that you normally wouldn't make, because I would want to beat them. And it also made me think, too, had you won 2 more games this year, you'd be winning the division.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's what went all into my gut and brain. But ultimately, he made the right decision. So he was right. He was also right about one more other thing, real quick, to follow that up. I think this might have been the coaching staff best coaching outcome all year, because you got 15 transactions. You're moving. It's stress, okay? You got to find bodies to go here. You got to move this guy around. You got to put this guy on injury reserve. Now this guy hasn't played in the system, and then Diggs come in, in a few days. You got to get, and they played hard.
Yeah, they did. They did, especially on defense.
Yes.
I was so impressed with how they played on defense.
I was highly impressed, especially after what you saw when they played Baltimore. People thought they were going, and they played J.J. McCarthy, these guys, the whole game. Minnesota was trying to blow these guys out.
Yeah, I mean, they played their whole starting offensive line. They had 1 replacement on the offensive line.
Absolutely. So, and I get more questions. I don't know if you got any questions during the game about how the game was going, but it was certain players had outstanding performances. But before you ask the next one, I must mention this young man's name. Daniel Whelan is one of the best punters I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That kid can punt.
Yeah.
I don't even know where we found him from. I don't know where he come from. I don't know where his mama from, his daddy from. But because that's a part of the defense, really, when you don't know how your defense is going to go.
Yeah.
You need great special teams.
Yeah, and when your offense is non-existent because the quarterback can't play, your punter keeps you in the game.
I felt bad for Matthew Golden.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, you would have liked to seen him. This should have been his game.
Yes.
You know, like if Malik Willis was healthy, this would have been
his
his
game. Yeah, because I wanted him to finish the season with no drops.
Yeah.
But, you know, it is what it is. You know, Jordan was dressed, but Matt said he wasn't going to throw the ball.
Yeah. I consider it a preseason game, so I'm not going to count the drops. You know. It was.
But you know what? You're so nice. Just 26
I don't know.
you is
Clayton Tune doesn't throw a great ball. I mean, think about it. That one that went off of Melton's hands, that wasn't a great ball. I don't know. Yeah, maybe, okay, give him 2 drops. Whatever. I think he'll be fine. People are really worried about him, and I'm like, it's a rookie receiver. You know,
I just think
slow your boat here a little bit.
I just see so many good things for him. Maybe I'm in a hurry to fast track his growth, but if we do hands team this time, put him in.
Yeah.
If we want to put somebody in the backfield, and I got another conspiracy for you. If we want to put somebody in the backfield, put him back there like a third down running back. Let me see some of this talent. And maybe they will do some of that next year. But I have a conspiracy why Jordan was dressed and Malik wasn't.
Okay.
If you would
go ahead
me and let me
go
give
ahead.
it to you. Don't roll your eyes, I'm going to tell you.
All
but
right.
you might like it, I don't know. I think that they're going to play both of them in this game. And
I think that's a possibility. I do.
Jordan is probably a little bit, because he was in a protocol, but Malik had actually throwing issues with his shoulder. It's Malik's throwing shoulder, right?
Yeah, but what actually happened was he pulled a hamstring. In that
Yes,
game.
that's right. He pulled a hamstring.
So they decided to
shut him down. But do we really know if he pulled a hamstring? No, I don't do conspiracies, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Because I want to be right so bad. I want to see Chicago call a timeout because both of them are on the field and they don't know what they got to do.
Right.
Dennis Allen is going to lose his stuff.
I just, to me, it's dereliction of duty if you don't play Malik Willis.
Well, at least use big words and stuff. Just say like the soft way I'm saying. Why you gotta say the tough guy way?
They have got to play him. They've got to put him in the red zone.
Chicago hoping you don't.
It doesn't.
Yeah, they're like, hey, thank you.
We'll practice a couple of plays, but they can't devote their entire practice to Malik Willis. But they will put some emphasis into it.
I heard normally when I watch the press conference, Matt's press conference, I listen for your questions. I must say you have very good questions. But to your point is it doesn't take away from Jordan Love if you had 5 to 8 RPOs in the red zone with the league. Because if the little bit that I know of Jordan, hey man, listen, whatever, if we win, I'm good with it.
I think those two guys should be yucking it up in the quarterback room think about if we're both on the field
100%.
together. I mean, how much fun that would be.
Yes.
And make the defense guess who's going to be the quarterback. Yes. And even if Love's the quarterback, Willis can be a motion guy. He can get a jet sweep. Yes. There's so many things you could do with him. I don't know. I don't know if we're just wasting time talking about it.
No, we're not, because I have some history and some anecdotes for you.
Okay.
I'm from Florida State, so I did my homework.
All right.
Well, this is self-experience. You remember Cordell Stewart?
Yep.
They had this slash stuff going on. Neil O'Donnell was a quarterback. Who was a good quarterback. We didn't have the NFL didn't have no answer for Cordell Stewart. They had no idea. He could throw, he could run, he was smart. You didn't know if he was a receiver. We just didn't know how to word the game plans for this stuff. And all they gotta do is catch you one time, touchdown. And now you have to think about it the whole time. And I just remember it was always a discussion talking about, and this way before people were doing the Wildcat. Remember, you get the quarterback over there somewhere and snap it to one of your best guys, he picks a hole. It kind of went away. Malik is going to probably be in Minnesota next year. So I'm going, if he is available, I'm going to use some of that slash stuff with Cordell Stewart and make Chicago head spin. And to wrap it up, when they lost the last game, the Packers, that was an emotional game. You're up 16-6 5 minutes ago, and you lose the game. Very emotional. But what's emotional is that the Packers have lost 4 straight, they lost 2 straight. Ben Johnson just tore into the offense. So he got his team head all spinning. They don't have playoff experience. He does with Detroit, but the team doesn't. The Packer team has playoff experience. Matt LaFleur had a home NFC championship game. So my thing is the Packers are the better team because they have the experience, but they also, this the time that Ben Johnson gonna either have egg on his face or he gonna look like a genius, because that means he would have beat Matt LaFleur twice, like he said. But if the Packers beat you and you got the 2 seed and you went to that podium and told America you love beating Matt LaFleur, it's gonna be bad for him. So, yeah.
I think an interesting matchup will be, I mean, we know what the Packers have to do to stop the Bears' offense. And they showed that in the second meeting. They kind of cleaned up some stuff, kept Caleb Williams in the pocket, played the run a little bit better. But offensively, they didn't really open and spread their wings the way they probably need to, especially the way Detroit and San Francisco did in the last 2 games. May have shown some things, and we'll have some stuff on X's and O's to show what they did. But when you look at the Bears' defense, where would you attack? What are the areas?
The secondary is the weakness. It's also the strength. They get a lot of turnovers. They give up a lot of yards. They tried to blitz, and Watson ate them alive. Bo Melton wide open down. Deep passes is their weakness. They don't have the speed that Watson and Jalen Reed and the intermediates, Golden, anybody that can go downtown. So I know what Jordan's going to be thinking. And I think it may even snow. I guess. It's not going to be one of these real windy. I don't know. Chicago, it could change. But if you can't establish the run, then it's going to be hard. You got to get Josh Jacobs, 23. You got to they got to get like 35 carries between the 2 of them. And then the long passes are going to be wide open, man.
I think I would come out throwing. And the reason I would.
Would you do intermediate? Or you talking about? I'm talking about downtown.
I'm talking about whatever. I think you have to do both, but I think you have to throw tons of motion and crossing routes and anything to get kind of man-to-man coverage to make them play some man-to-man coverage, and then take advantage of that. And if they're coming out in zone early, then hit some nice short passes, get some first downs, and then kind of get them on their heels and then start pounding Josh Jacobs.
Okay, I like that.
That would be mine. And mostly because I think there's, like you said, I think there's some some yards to be gained in the secondary.
Yeah.
It's just Jordan Love has to be decisive.
Yes.
You can't,
He just
make
threw it. That was a bad interception.
Yeah, and you can't do like
interception.
Jared Goff and throw into double coverage and
Triple cover.
let them
Yeah.
tip a ball.
Yes.
You know.
You got to play like Brock Purdy.
Yeah, well, even he
down.
threw an interception on the very first
I know,
play
but
of
he
the
made
game.
up for it.
Yeah, he did. He did.
You know what Shanahan told him after that pick? Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Go back to how you. Okay, you got it, coach.
Yeah,
Don't get too ambitious. It'll be there. They got plenty of stuff up here.
I think they're going to give. I think they give you some, situations you think are open,
Yeah.
but go to the next guy and find out if you're unsure. Then go to the next guy.
Yeah, just keep the chains moving.
Yeah, because their pass rush isn't overwhelming. If you can protect, he should be able to go through his progressions. That to me is going to be the most
Well, since
important.
you brought up protection, now who's your tackles and who's your guard, who's your center?
Oh, they got to go back to
Sean
what they were
Ryan
doing.
has to be on point.
Yes. I think it was good that they got him a rest. I really
Yeah.
do, because he's had a long, hard season.
His head's been spinning. You got two different quarterbacks, two different voices.
Zach Tom's had almost a month to rest, so he'll be ready at right tackle.
Oh, good.
And then you go back to, Rasheed Walker and Aaron Banks, and man, you count on those guys to play. They got to be at their best.
Yes. That's what gets me excited. And sometimes the reason why, like I said, it was an emotional loss, but the reason why the Packer fans weren't overly crashing out, because they said, we may see you again.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then coaches, you remember in 93, we played Detroit 3 times?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, okay, we already know this team. Then we play them a third time. You're like,
Except you played them in back-to-back weeks. You
Yes.
played them in Week 17
Yes.
and in the playoffs.
Yeah,
They
and
lost there and then came back and beat them there.
they're not going to change a lot. It is what it is. You got the same, because what you don't want to do, you put in all these wrinkles and you fool your own guy.
Yeah. You
Your
do what
system-
you do best.
You do what you do. You know the personnel and things of that nature. So that was a devastating loss to Detroit.
Yeah,
I mean, 'cause
absolutely.
Like, we were supposed to be the team, but what we found out, the great players made plays. If you're one of the premium players, if you're the Rashad Garys of the world, you're the new Michael Parsons. You were Pro Bowler before Michael Parsons came.
Yeah.
I mean, so somebody like Diggs, if I'm a young guy, I would be talking to him, man, how'd you get 11 picks? Man, your ball skills are amazing.
Yeah.
Because Caleb Williams threw us 2 of them, and we dropped them.
Yeah, your best players have to show up.
This is why they had a
Xavier
playoff.
McKinney can't drop any more interceptions.
No.
Edrin Cooper, Quay Walker got to be all over the place.
Yes.
They got to be hitting it up inside
Yes.
like nobody's business. Gary has to play the run. Van Ness has to be really at his best rushing passer. I think that's all comes with playoffs. Teams who are playing the best,
Yes.
they move
And that's
forward.
we just explained playoff experience. Because people say, is that a thing? It is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to talk about, and we'll address this in X's and O's too, is to what degree can Trevon Diggs help them? He wasn't playing great in Dallas. I don't know whether it was the system, whether he was unhappy there or what, but he automatically comes, and regardless how he's playing, he's your number 1 or number 2 corner right away. And I'd start him, would you?
100%. I'm not going to give you $500,000 to just watch.
Yeah. I don't care if you know only half the defense.
Yes, because if 24 was playing at a high clip, he wouldn't even be here.
Yeah.
Or even if 25 was more consistent, he wouldn't be here. So now he's here, because you think about, you ended the game with them with a bomb to DJ Moore. You got to put in a all-pro type. So thank you to Dallas, by the way, for making them available. But these are games that you get guys like this. Because Diggs nationally can show people that he got some left, and I want an extension for next year.
Right, right. I mean, if he wants to,
this is the game.
He can be a part of a team with Micah Parsons, you know,
Yes.
and Xavier McKinney, two of his buddies, and truly make a Super Bowl run next year. But he's got to show he's 100% in, and they can still play.
Yes.
You know, I mean, he's had some knee issues that have dogged him, you know, since tearing his ACL a couple of years ago. But from what I saw against Minnesota, I just saw a guy who looked comfortable and smart. Like,
You said it.
just smart, comfortable in his own skin. He's not panicking about anything that happened. He tackled well, which isn't supposed to be his strength. And I think he's just not going to blow coverages. And who knows, if you get him to his best, then all of a sudden you got someone to cover Odunze if you want. If you're lucky to advance, you got someone to cover Smith and Jigba. In Jigba. I don't know. I think that could be a huge turning point if he's committed to playing.
The reason why I was excited, ball skills wise, nobody in the last 5 years. You can have ups and downs, injuries, tackling, whatever, but ball skills is one of the best. I mean, the guy they can learn from him. He's a taller guy too.
He is 6'2".
He's got these long arms, and he wants smoke.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's not afraid of it.
Right. You could put me out on the island with somebody. I'll go out there and cover him. You know, I'm gonna win. You know, he's not gonna get into pushing matches, the fake wrestling stuff, all that. He's not doing that. Save the energy before the whistle. After the whistle, get back to the huddle. I don't even need to walk in nobody's face, because if you get 15 yards in this game, you can cost us the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they're going to probably tell both coaches the taunting, the zero tolerance, because we don't need it. If you want to be a tough guy, do it during the play.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
So my prediction is Packers will win 21-17, and Jalen Reed, I just see him having a 2-touchdown day. They have no answer for him in the slot. None. They don't have any. And then Rashad Gary gets 2 sacks.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Well, we'll definitely hold you to that one.
Please do. That means you're going to give me the credit too, right?
Right. Yeah.
All right.
For sure. We'll have it on. We may even have it on video next week.
We're not on video now.
Back, you know, have video of the video.
Sounds good. Thank you. Right. I want to thank Pick and Save all year. They've been fantastic. And thank you to all our fans, even Tom's has 1 or 2 fans. Thank you so much. Because when you're asking them those questions before the game, some of them are hilarious. So I can imagine this week how it'll be. And you can always read Tom's stuff and get all this stuff. He's easy to find. So, but if you get to Pick and Save, pick up some Elite Vodka. And again, visit Milwaukee.org. We have something on there called Ask LeRoy. Ask me anything about Milwaukee, and it's all digital. And it's going to be so much fun. Go Pack.
All right. And we will see you
Stay tuned for
after the Bears
XNOs.
game. Yes. We got a lot to look at.